Hi, hi, Avelino.
Hi.
I'm so happy and
Yes.
thank you so much.
Oh, it's my
Good.
pleasure, Diana. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's your morning, right?
Right, it's morning in Brazil. It's a
Yeah.
sunny day. Beautiful,
Mm,
beautiful day here.
yeah.
Last night it rained a lot.
Oh,
Today it's a beautiful, chilly morning with sun. It's good.
uh, we got 8 hours and 30 minutes time differences. I'm so grateful
Mm.
for joining me like this, and you're here. I'm so grateful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the magic of internet.
yeah.
Great, great.
So, do you mind to introduce yourself for our listeners? That is the first
Oh,
question.
yeah, yes. I'm a little bit shy, but it's okay. Well, my name is Avelino. I'm from Brazil, right? And here I work as a English teacher at elementary school. And I'm 30 years old. Yes, I'm get older. Diana.
So I
And
am.
English for me, it's really important because I really enjoy talking and know about different cultures,
Yeah,
cultures around the world. So yeah, that's all.
yeah. Thank you so much. So, without further ado, let's get started our conversation because we have really less time. So let's get started. I'm gonna ask the first question. Are you ready?
Okay, okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about Brazil. This is the first question I would like to ask. So, because I'm curious about countries and culture, so share something about Brazil.
Well, Brazil is the biggest country in Latin America,
Uh,
right?
yeah,
And it's important to say that our native language is Portuguese, not Spanish,
yeah,
because many people, when
think
he,
it's
I
Spanish.
say
Yeah,
I'm from Brazil, so oh, do you speak Spanish? No, it's another language, Portuguese, right? And we are close to 200, 250 millions of Brazilians. It's
oh,
many, many people.
yeah,
Yes. And we are a monolingual country. It's me. We just have Portuguese as official language. And okay, there are some ancient languages in Brazil from our ancient people from Latin America,
yeah,
but actually, it's everyone basically speak just Portuguese in Brazil, not other languages.
yeah,
And beside that, our country it's a mix of many, many ethnic groups. So beside came people from Europe to here, also has many people from Japan, Italy,
yeah,
German, and around the world, Chinese. So Brazil is a mix of ethnic groups. It's a
yeah,
basic, it's a basic place to live. Yes, yes, yes. We
yeah,
have no problem about religions, uh, tolerance, and
mm,
nothing like that. We have here, the most people are Christian,
mm,
Catholic, and Protestant,
mm.
but also has Jews people in Brazil,
Oh,
Muslim people, yes, Buddhists, and also African religions. So it's
yeah.
a country with tolerance. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, the majority of countries speak Portuguese. So how many languages exist in Brazil?
In Brazil, I don't know exactly the number,
Hmm.
but I guess sorry, so but I guess that in Brazil, basically, more than 90% speak
Hmm.
just Portuguese,
Yeah.
right? And about language, have you Google here? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I'm
Okay.
just asking extra
It's
questions.
close to okay. It's close
Yes.
to uh now let me see here. Uh well, it's close to 200 indigenous language in Brazil, but they are just small groups, small groups. It's close to 200 language in Brazil. Yes, it's a multilingual country, but the most people just speak Portuguese. It's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. All of
And
my friends who live in Brazil speak Portuguese, as I know, so no doubt.
yes,
Yeah. So
uh,
yeah. So before we move on the next question, I want to ask something about the relation between your country and English language to move to our next question smoothly, you know? I mean, what is the connection between your culture and English language? I think English language is getting so popular. So let's move to next
mm,
question, sharing about,
okay, the next question.
yeah.
Well, let me see. The problem about English in Brazil.
Hmm.
We are a huge country,
Hmm.
so basically you could born and pass away without
Yeah.
speaking English,
Yeah.
right? And then unfortunately, it's really hard to find people who speak English in Brazil.
Yeah.
And the internet become the best way to learn English. And
Yeah.
there is a reason for that. When I went to the university, I read a book about uh, a life, the life as a believer, something like that. I don't remember the, the name in English, but that book was wrote by François Grosjean,
Hmm.
famous French linguist,
Yeah.
and basically he tell a lot about the importance of environment to learn
Hmm.
English, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And in Brazil, one of the things about François Grosjean is because they collect demands to learn English, right?
Yeah.
So it's easier learning English when you are on capitals, places with there is demands, social demands to use the language. But we could talk about it uh, after, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's really hard learning English in Brazil. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about your English journey. Second question I'm going to ask, what is the story of your English journey? How did you start? Just share about English, about your English journey.
Yes. So, uh, well, I started to study English, Nayana. I
Hmm.
guess it
Hmm.
was 4, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And maybe you
Oh,
ask,
really?
oh, 5 years. Yes, yes. Maybe
Oh, wow.
you wonder, well, 5 years ago, so
Hmm.
why you make so many mistakes in English? In my answer, I will use a little bit about François Grosjean. Is the environment is the
Yeah.
problem,
Hmm.
is the reason.
Yeah.
Because I finished my major now at
Hmm.
at the beginning of this year, and when I start to study my major,
Yeah.
I already like it a lot the English language,
Hmm.
go about cultures,
Yeah.
but uh, uh that had no, how to say, had no environment, has no demand to me.
Hmm.
That's time. So basically, if you has no reasons to learn English,
Yeah.
and it's really complicated to improve your skills. You will always, say, oh, I could learn after, no problem.
Yeah.
And I really started to study English, struggle to learn English
Hmm.
when I begin to teach English at elementary school,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I had to find a way to improve my English
Hmm.
because the children they are so curious. They
Yeah.
ask all the time, "Hey, teacher, how to say blah 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 in English? How to say it?"
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then I went to internet and
Hmm.
I found a lot of people
Yeah.
practicing English on Facebook.
Hmm.
And then has been, I guess, since November. Yes, November from the last years.
Yeah.
November, I start to really learning English, right? Because I had the demand, and beside that, I feel so lucky because I found I found great people. I mean, kind persons to speak
Yeah.
English because it's necessary that you feel comfortable, you feel
Hmm.
happy, right? And then you could speak English better, make mistakes, and step by step, we could improve our language, English skills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So, as you mentioned about why you learn English. If we don't have any reason to learn English, it's so difficult to continue. So I really resonate with it because I always that is the main motivation for me to learn English. Like I always think why I want to learn English. So I think we should think why we want to do this. Why? What is
A
the
good
reason?
reason.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really motivational, I suppose. So yeah, we want to share
Yeah,
our
and
exactly. Yeah.
it's a trouble or Nayana.
Hmm.
For example, we saw on YouTube a lot of polyglot groups,
Yeah.
and basically they say, oh, it's easy. You could learn a language in 6 months, eight
Yeah.
months, 1 year. You
I
become
don't think
fluently
so.
in English. But when you stop to see where that guy or that woman live, they live in capitals, they live in
Hmm.
Europe,
Yeah.
or they live in, I don't know, Tokyo or Rio de Janeiro, or the touristic place. So
Yeah.
they have many opportunities to practice in English. It's
Yeah.
completely different to me. I live
Hmm.
in a small city in
Hmm.
Brazil, city called Garanhuns. Garanhuns is in Pernambuco, close to Alagoas, and it's a small city.
Yeah.
We I never see uh, I never see foreigners in my city, except some people from
Yeah.
Venezuela,
Hmm.
you know. But there is no foreigners here to practice in English. So
Yeah.
how to improve your speaking skills? So it's really common here in Brazil, for example, the people say,
Yeah.
"Oh, do you speak English?" Well, I know how to write, how to read, but I can't how to listen a little bit, but I don't know how to speak. Of course, there is no opportunity, there is no way to find people speak English on the street. So it's
Yeah.
really complicated. I don't know how is in your city in
Exactly.
Sri Lanka. Do you live in a small city too?
Yeah, I live in quite a big city, but it's, the place where I live is quite far from the city. So, yeah, between two cities, something like that. So this is really isolated place. There's no one here to speak in English with me. Everyone speaks in Sinhala, which is my native language. So you know why I started these kind of activities. It's all because of my English journey. I need to find a way to keep me busy with this journey. To live my English. So that's why I do these activities, and I joined all these communities. So this is really helpful. Yeah, otherwise I don't have
Yes,
any opportunity. I don't have any opportunity to speak in English, and I was so afraid to speak in English. Yeah.
yes, we try our best, right?
Mm.
Uh, I'd like to make just one last compliment.
Yeah.
Is the how beautiful and important is the relation between the Jewish people and Hebrew language,
Mm. Mm.
because there are people really that suffer a lot in the world. I
Yeah.
love Jewish culture because I'm
Mm.
a Protestant Christian,
Yeah.
so I guess so beautiful
Mm.
the Jewish culture, and it's interesting because uh, when a Jews, I'm not a Jews, okay, but because you need to born
Yeah.
Jews,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. In
Making
Jewish
difference.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's interesting because when a Jews move to another place, for example, if a Jews move to a family move to Sri Lanka,
Mm.
they will try keep the language, the community. They will
Yeah.
still speak Hebrew language, and they will still be Jews. So they
Oh.
become
Mm.
Jews Sri Lanka.
Mm. Sri
In
Lankan
Brazil,
Jewish.
they exactly, exactly. The
Yeah.
same here in Brazil, they will be Brazilian Jews,
Jewish. Yeah.
and they the language into the family. So there
Mm.
is a social end, and that
Mm.
is important. That's why so many Jews speak Hebrew in any place in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, because of the religion, because of
Mm.
the family
Yeah.
customs, family culture. And the same thing also is beautiful when it comes to Muslim people.
Mm.
I know a lot of Muslim and they have a special liking for Arabian language, right?
Yeah.
It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Maybe they are not fluently in Arabian, like of course, it's not every Jews in the world speak Hebrew, of course,
Yeah.
but they all know a little bit about the family language,
Mm.
right? It's
Mm.
really important, religion and the culture to keep the language, right?
Yeah.
It's great.
Exactly. So I didn't know about those facts. Thank you for sharing. And I don't know if I came across a Jewish people ever. I don't know. I have no
Oh,
idea. So
yeah, I love both religion. It's fantastic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Without religion, it's so hard to find some peaceful peacefulness, right? For our
Yes, yes,
mind,
yes.
to get rid of all those hectic lifestyle. So religion is
Yes,
important to uh,
everyone,
become
yes.
calm and peaceful lifestyle.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. So Jewish is a religion, right? It's their
Yes.
religion.
It's a religion too, yeah. It's a
Hmm.
ethnic group, right?
Hmm.
And came also the religion, the culture, history. Yes, yes. It's
Hmm.
like Arabian Muslim people. Yes,
Oh,
it's great, it's great.
yeah. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Yeah.
And let's move to next question. Third question. Um, as a language learner and a teacher, tell me what is the most precious advice and the worst advice you have ever received. I think we we got
Ooh,
many piece of advice.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, first of all, I'm a junior teacher. Okay,
Mm.
it's my second year as English teacher,
Yeah.
but I will try to do my best. But
Yeah.
when it comes to learning English, I guess it's really important, like, like you said, the reason, the why. Learning
Yeah. Yeah.
English, it's
Yeah.
important. And second step, I guess it's necessary to be curious about learning a new language
Mm.
because I know some I know some people that say, "Oh, I want to learn English to get a better salary."
Yeah.
But if you just achieve your goals, the end to achieve
Mm.
your goal, uh, probably you will know you won't learn English because it's necessary.
Mm.
Enjoy it step by step to improve your English. When I say to enjoy it step by step,
Yeah.
it's about a curiosity. You
Mm.
need to really enjoy learning new things in English. You
Yeah.
have to ask yourself, hey, how to say blah 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 expression in English, and
Mm.
then you go to it and discover how to say that information, that sentence, expression in English. And you
Yeah.
see it, if you have fun, oh, that's fine. Oh, I know something a little bit more. Or, for example, it's a little bit fun what I will say, right? But I have been studying for a long time, like I said,
Yeah.
right?
Mm. Mm.
And yesterday I realized that I pronounced the word boy wrong all that time
Yeah.
because in Brazil we say boy.
Oh.
It's Brazil has a lot of words from English,
Mm.
so we say boy. It's a slang in Brazil, right? We
Yeah.
have the word meaning to say
Mm.
about boy.
Mm.
But yesterday I was joining a meeting and I realized someone say girls and boy. I say boy, not boy. It's boy. And so I searched on the internet. Oh, that's true. It's boy, not boy. And I feel happy.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel it. I felt happy. I get happy because of that. You know, it's a new thing that I learned. So
Mm.
you need to enjoy the process to learn English,
Yeah.
and it's necessary, in my opinion. You need to have fun, be
Mm.
curious, and
Totally agree.
enjoy the job.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, for me.
Couldn't agree
And
more because I do the same and I'm experiencing the same thing as you mentioned. I found this method to enjoy my learning process. So that's why, I'm moving forward like this. Yeah.
yeah, found things that you really like. For
Mm.
example, one last tip that I do
Yeah.
is when I see some video on YouTube. I love YouTube social media.
Yeah.
When I see some video interesting in Portuguese,
Mm.
I see the video and I thought, oh, I need to see that video in English. So I go to search the
Yeah.
same video. I search in English, the same title
Yeah.
in English.
Yeah.
And then beside watching the video in Portuguese, I
Mm.
watch it in English. It's a good way to find a lot of great YouTube channels
Mm.
in English to watch. So it's
Exactly.
my type, my fun type. Yeah, enjoy because
Yeah.
when you find something that you like, it's easier to watch. Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah. What about the worst advice you have ever received?
To learn English,
Yeah.
uh, I guess sometimes for example, when we try learn a new vocabulary,
Yeah.
new word. So, for example, the word to run, the verb to
Mm.
run, to
Mm.
run. Right? Okay, you learn that to run it's you know walk fast. Okay, walk
Mm.
fast to run. But if you learn the word run and think, oh, run is that, and okay, that's all. Uh, don't do it because uh, the same word has many meanings. Because run could be a verb, okay, to run,
Mm,
but also there are a lot of combinations. For example, run into, it's another mean, right?
mm.
Run out, another mean,
Oh
and
yeah.
run in, some
Mm,
things, run on, another things.
yeah. Praise the Lord.
So it's necessary. Yes, but if you open the dictionary and see a big list of the same mean, a big list of means of the same word or verb, and
Yeah.
try to memorize one by one like a list,
Mm,
it's boring. Oh, it's
yeah.
boring.
I
It's
couldn't
better
agree more.
you. It's boring.
I don't do
The
so.
better way, in my
Yeah.
opinion, is try reading and watching videos in English.
Yeah.
And step by step, if you have contact, if you are close to English language, you will learn a lot of means of words
Mm,
according to context. It's necessary. Don't worry too much
yeah.
about learn just one mean or try to learn a long list of words.
Mm,
No, better learning sentence with histories, videos, and also try to speak in English really necessary. At the beginning, when I started to speak English, my heart beat really fast. Oh, so nervous, anxious. But okay, keep calm,
yeah.
keep going, struggling to speak English. Because
Mm,
after some days, some weeks, you'll feel comfortable. The anxious disappear
yeah.
and speak English become it's more hard skills to improve in Brazil.
Mm,
I guess in the most place in the world because there is just a few capitals in big cities, right? The
yeah.
most people live in small cities, so you need to try to speak English. Don't don't have afraid to speak to make mistakes. Make mistakes is completely normal, and
Yeah.
the people don't will laugh to you because you make mistakes in English. Keep it going and don't be shy. Yes, don't be shy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, learning a language it's so personal. So there's no any one good method to learn English. It can be
Yeah,
different from person to person. So it's so
exactly.
personal, I think, because I know some people who enjoy all these methods, all these. Traditional methods like textbooks
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
and
yeah,
yeah, memorizing words, something like that, but I found that it's so hard and it's so boring for me.
yeah. It's
I don't
necessary to
enjoy
try to
it.
test.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
yes.
I
Find
think many
your
people,
own way to learn English. Yes,
yeah,
because for example, uh, if you get bored watching videos, okay, do another thing.
yeah.
No problem.
So yeah,
Yes.
what activities do you follow to improve your English learning, English skills?
With activities,
Hmm.
I usually try to study English by change of language. It's mean
Yeah.
some part of sentence and
Hmm.
not just try to memorize, try to,
Oh. Hmm.
memorize by heart the rules of grammar. So
Hmm.
in my opinion, it's really important to
Hmm.
learn by the chunks, the piece of sentence, and not just uh, how to say just one word to study.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. For me,
Ex-
it's important.
hmm. So so do you read more often? Do you read more often?
Yes, yes. I like to read some great books.
Oh.
Currently, I can read books level B2,
Mm.
B1, B2,
Oh.
and then I read the book and listen to audio at the same time to learn the pronunciation.
Oh.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah. So how about your writing skills?
Writing skills.
Mm.
You do. I'm a leader on another group called English Cafe,
Oh.
and it was really good because I've known a lot of people around the world, and my Facebook basically has no Brazilians. It's just a lot of foreigners, and that's fun because on my Facebook I could share a lot of things in English. I make
Mm.
comments, post of all the Facebook profiles, and basically everything is in English in my Facebook. My posts, my everything is in English that I share. I try really to write in English,
So yeah,
right?
let me ask the final question because we are running out of time. So, what is your personal advice for the English learners? Do you have anything to
Personal,
share? Yeah. Do you have anything
personal
to share
goals.
our listeners? I think we
Mm,
have some other English learners like us, so we can share something for them, what they can do. Do you have anything, any kind of piece of advice or something like that?
well, the I guess the biggest advice that a professor on university
Hmm.
gave me long time ago,
Yeah.
it's well, English it's an international language, right?
Yeah.
Native speaker are just few groups. We don't have to speak English like a native speaker. It's
Yeah.
a wrong, it's a gross mistake. So it's the the accent in English is not ugly. Speak
Mm.
English with accent. It's about our personality, our history.
Yeah.
Respect yourself, your accent. You don't have to speak English fast as a native speaker
Yeah.
because it's every accent in English. It's beautiful. Has
Yeah.
a written, has a different way to speak. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So besides just thought about how to have a perfect pronounce in English, try to enjoy the process because there are so many expressions, so many ways to
Yeah.
so many ways to speak in English. That speak like a native, but the most people are not native speakers. You don't
Mm.
have to speak fast. You don't have to have the perfect accent. You don't have to move to countries like
Yeah.
North America. North America, I mean United States and Canada, of course. North Europe to England. No, you need to use the English as an international language, right?
Yeah.
And so try find people on the internet to practice English
Yeah.
as a second language. For
Yeah.
example, you are not speaking English, you are not a native in English,
Yeah.
not me. It's okay. It's the best way to speak English
Yeah.
is see the language as a international language.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, it was really really uh, relevant, really important to my that
Yeah.
life.
Of course,
Mhm.
I totally agree. Uh, we should interact with other English learners, then we can practice together like we do.
Yeah,
That is the best method,
exactly.
I think,
And
for us,
try
at
to
least
follow.
for us. Yeah.
Yes, it's like you said. Try to find your best way to learn English.
Mm.
It's necessary
Yeah.
because everyone
Yeah. Everyone has something unique, you know. So we have to find
yeah,
out the most effective. way that we can learn English. So for me, doing activities like this, interact with the people around the world, speak with them, and sharing my ideas, recording myself. These are the best methods for me to improve my English skills. I think we should find our um, effective way to learn English. Exactly. So I just want to
Yes.
say something about you because in the at the beginning I couldn't say anything because I was afraid if we don't have enough time to share your English journey and everything. But now we have only two
Oh,
minutes. I want to say that we got to know each other through English chit chat community because of
yes.
our friend, our sister meeting and Sister Guy. So I'm so grateful for that. And you're a precious member, one of the precious members of the community. So we talk to each
Oh, thank
other
you. It's my
weekly,
pleasure.
almost almost every week. We talk to each other. We connect with each other through the community meetings. So I'll share our community in the description below because if anyone wanna contact you or connect with you or listen to your
Yes.
thoughts, they can join the community. So that is the best place for
Okay.
them to practice. So, yeah, I'm so
Yes.
grateful for today. Thank you so much, Avelino, for sharing your English journey and your insight here in in this interview. And everyone can get very valuable takeaways listening to your ideas. I think so. And I'm so grateful for that.
Oh,
So,
it's my pleasure.
yeah,
I'd
I'm
like to
so
say
happy.
thanks so much for that opportunity. I'm a little
Yeah,
bit shy, but I'm really happy. You are a kind person, very polite, and I'm really thankful for your friendship, right?
me too.
It's a pleasure came here.
Yeah. So we just got 1 minute.
Thank you.
Let's wrap up. Give me a feedback at
Yes,
least
yes, yes.
to wrap up.
Oh, it's great. I'd like to say congratulations for there. Try do it. It's not easy. You are a
Yeah,
brave woman. Congratulations. Yes.
thank you
One day
so
when I
much. It's
grow up,
not
I'd
easy.
like to be like you.